Fox 55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
A fond good evening to you all alongside my partner, Peter Hood. My name is Justin Prince. Welcome inside week 5 of The Locker Room. Yeah. Pete, hard to believe, but we're already over halfway through the high school football season as of just a little while ago.
Crazy. A lot of people, including me, I mean, there were points in time where I was wondering, I think a lot of people were wondering if we were going to make it this far. But yet here we are, and for the second straight week, Prince, we begin our night with a heavyweight bout in the NE8.
Yeah, Pete, for the past 3 seasons, the conference has come down to this game, East Noble versus Leo. The Knights have come out on top in the last 2, but could this be the year that Leo turns the tide and takes control of the conference? Let's head on out to Leo Stadium. It's a battle of top 15 teams in Class 4A as the 13th ranked Lions host the 7th ranked Knights tonight. Let's head out to Leo. Lions looking to hand East Noble their first conference loss in over 2 seasons. Defense, the name of the game early in this one. 3rd down for the Lions, and while they may have fooled me, they did not fool Cole Schupak. He gets the tackle for the loss, forces Leo to punt. Ensuing touch for the Knights, Schupak in at quarterback. He keeps it on the QB read, but Dallin Wirtz forces the fumble. Lions recover, and they take over, and then Leo did what Leo does. Caden Miller takes the handoff. He gets some first down yardage. Then you're going to see Max Loeffler. He gets short yards for another first down for Leo. The drive would stall, though. It would end up in a Carson McCauley field goal. Leo, they're going to take a 3-0 lead early in the second quarter in this one. East Noble, they were just never able to figure out that Lion defense tonight. Leo wins a good one, 24-0. They take control of the NE8.
Yeah, no one's been able to figure out that Leo defense early on this season. DeKalb, their first game out of quarantine and taking on Columbia City. Barons came to play in this one. First quarter, Tanner Jack making guys miss. Able to get a first down out of that. Couple plays later, Corey Price scrambling. How about this little toe drag on the sideline, Prince? That's Derek Overbay on the catch, but the Barons won't get any points on this drive. That's the story for both teams in the first half. Eagles able to break up the play on 4th and goal. TJ Bedwell, one of the best in the area with the play there. Eagles on offense now. Getting some big plays, but a lot of turnovers hurt the Eagles in this game. You saw the fumble there, but they're still able to pull out in overtime, 13-12. Columbia City wins tonight.
I think they're 5-0 for the first time since 1962.
How about that? Look at Prince coming with the facts.
I know. Another NE8 matchup for you here. Norwell playing host to the New Haven Bulldogs. Wasn't pretty for the Dogs. Down 33-0 at half, trying to make something happen. Third quarter, Jakar Williams rolls out, finds Thomas Latham downfield for a chunk of yards. A few plays later, Williams finds Lane Woodson on 3rd down into the end zone. That's New Haven's first points of the game. 2-point conversion makes it 8-33, but Norwell just too much to handle tonight. John Colbert battles within 5 yards of the end zone. but Norwell would end up having to settle for a field goal on the drive as the Knights all over New Haven tonight, 43-8 your final.
Did not see that one coming.
Me either.
And by the way, Caleb Saylor, I believe he shot those highlights on his phone.
Props to him.
He is a stud. Final stop in the Indy 8 tonight, Huntington North, all over Belmont, 35-13 your final.
All right, we head on to the SAC now. Jared Kistler and Homestead paying Dominic Moon and Snyder a visit this evening. This one all Sparty when we pick it up in the third. Snyder trying to find some live. Luke Hopper rolls, finds Carter Valencic for the first down yardage. Later in the drive, you're going to see Langston Lavelle taking the handoff up the middle, powers his way for a first down. However, the drive would stall. Field goal unit comes out, and Trent Ryder bangs home the 25-yarder. Panthers finally get on the board, but they could only do so much to contain Homestead tonight. Ensuing kickoff, Nate Anderson adds a little flair to the nice return. Spin move. Whoop. Spin move.
Hit the B button a couple times.
Sure did. Finally goes down. And then first play after the return, Evan Ormsby hits Anderson over top of the Snyder D. Anderson takes it in for the score. Homestead cruises to the 33-3 victory this evening.
Yeah, we weren't sure about Homestead after that Week 1 loss to Northrop, but they're legit.
Yeah,
they're legit. We head South now to Bishop Luers. Northside paying the Knights a visit this evening. Second quarter, Luers leads 14-13. Deuce Taylor looking downfield, but Krishawn Menson is there for the interception. Nice return. He's finally pushed out of bounds. Sets up decent field position for the Knights. On the ensuing drive, Ramon Anderson able to get to the outside, stretches for the pylon, and just like that, Luers goes up by 8. Still in the second quarter, though, Legends with a chance to answer, and they do just that. Taylor hits Jordan Turner on the sideline, and then moments later, you're going to see Taylor swing it out to Bronte Johnson, and Prince, the fabulous freshman, and I do mean fabulous. This kid can play.
He good.
Folks, 14, 15 years old. I'm not sure how old he is, but he finds 6 right there. This one back and forth all night, but it's Luers winning in a shootout 49-46. They scored with 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Good win for Luers tonight. We head to Zollner now. Concordia Lutheran hosting Northrop for an SAC showdown. Cadets trailed 6-0 at half, but made up some quick ground to start the third. Brandon Davis all day to throw, and that ain't good for defenses. Finds Tyler Grossman inside the 1-yard line. Very next play, Davis is going to keep it himself. Plunges in on the QB sneak for the score. He can make it 7-6 Concordia after the extra point. Ensuing kickoff, Cooper Harris, a little squibber down the field. Bruins can't handle it like a greased pig out there. Sam Hudson recovers deep into Bruin territory, and then first play after that, Davis back to pass, looking deep. Ball gets batted in the air, but Tyler Grossman right there for the grab. That's 6 points for Concordia. They take a 13-6 lead. Cadets pitch a shutout in the second half. Concordia wins 26.
Tell you what, Davis has some Phillip Rivers to him. He's got a little sidearm swag to him.
Hey, it works for him.
Hey, absolutely. Final stop in the SAC comes at Southside. Archers looking for their first win of the season. They're taking on Wayne. Speaking of guys that can play, Prince, this kid, Chris Thomas, you saw him keep his feet there, picks up first down yardage. But a couple plays later, Thomas trying to fight for more, and he's stripped of the football. Matthew Morris jumps on it. It's Southside's possession. On the ensuing drive, I believe this was the very next play, Morris doing it on the other side of the ball. Screen pass, cuts it back, breaks a tackle. Finally brought down inside General's territory. Looks like Southside's in business, but the Wayne defense holds on fourth down. Roosevelt Norfleet's pass is broken up. But the Archers do go on to win this one, their first win of the year, 29-28, your final.
We head to ACAC country now. South Adams at home hosting Monroe Central tonight. Stars got on the board first in this one like they have almost all year long. Halfway through the first quarter, Christian Somerset plows his way in for 6. South Adams takes a 7-0 lead. They get the ball back a few minutes later and march right back down the field. James Arnold to Nick Miller, and Miller, a whole lot of get off me. Gets his way down inside the 5-yard line, and on the next play, They give the ball to Somerset once again, pushes his way in for another score. Starfires take a 14-0 lead. They roll to the 31-14 victory. They're 5-0.
Yeah, I like the all-gold unis. I'd like to see Grant Mosier wear all gold on the sideline. Sign me up for that. We check in on South Adams' Week 6 opponent now. That would be 1A number 5, Adams Central, traveling to take on Heritage. First play of the game. Good start for the Patriot defense here. Bo Bosler gets in the backfield, blows the play up, but the Pats would not be able to hold down these flying Jets for long. Later in the drive, the give goes to Blake Hirely on third down. Good. He's very good. Junior gets a big chunk of yardage on this play. And then, of course, down by the goal line, Hirely gets his number called again. And Prince, just like Shaq in his prime, number 34, delivers the goods. Adams Central cruises to a 42-6 win. That sets up AC versus South Adams in your locker room game of the week next week.
Yep, sticking in ACAC country. Down in Bluffton, the Tigers playing host to the Jay County Patriots. Everyone bundled up in Wells County tonight. Bluffton strikes first. Tigers march. Oh, that's a tough word to say, apparently. March right down the field. Hayden Nern calls his own number. Tigers go up 7-0. Different time, same result for Bluffton. In the second quarter now, it's Nern looking downfield to a receiver, can't find one. You know, the legs work pretty good. Blows his way in for 6, 14-0 Bluffton.
Wow.
Jay County.
Packed house down there.
Love it. Jay County trying to make something happen. Would take them less than 5 plays to march 80 yards down the field. Big part of the drive here. Bailey Cox ripped off that big chunk of yards. Unfortunately, Bluffton stuffs him on 4th and goal. And the Patriots, you know, just too much Bluffton.
Too much Bluffton.
Bluffton rolls 48-7 your final.
All right, to the NECC now, Memorial Stadium, East Side, taking a trip to Garrett. This one was pretty one-sided, Prince. Garrett, just before the half, trying to put some points on the board. Colin Cope with the scramble to the 20-yard line, but that is about all East Side would give him on that drive. The run for the touchdown here for East Side, that's Matt Firestein finding the end zone. Garrett, you see the scoreboard there, all Blazers. Garrett trying to get something going, but not a lot happening here. A lot of white jerseys in the picture on that play. And then on the next East Side possession, Laban Davis on the keeper. He had over 130 yards on the ground tonight, Prince, and that was more than enough for East Side. They roll 40-0 at your final.
To the big division we go in the NECC. Angola paying Lakeland a visit. Hornets hopped on the scoring train first. Tucker Hasselman decides to keep it himself on the option play, and I'd say it works out pretty well for the big fella. Muscles his way in for the score. Hornets go up 7. Lakeland would answer just a few minutes later. Colton Isaacs hooks up with Dion Marshall down the right sideline for 6 points. Lakers tie things up at 7 apiece, but the Hornets would respond once again. This time it's Finley Hasselman. Looks like he stopped at the line, but he breaks free somehow, and he finds pay dirt. Angola takes a 13-7 lead. Hornets sting the Lakers. They win a high-scoring affair, 49-27.
All right, to the small division we go now. A couple of 500 football teams going at it up in Albion. Central Noble, Fremont, both 2-2 coming into the night. And it's the Eagles who strike first in this one. First drive of the game, Cameron Colclazier fakes the handoff, finds first down yardage. Later in the drive, it's Colclazier handing to Carson Flynn. He's in for the touchdown. Fremont takes a 7-0 lead. But back come the Cougars, Prince. Handoff here goes to Will Hoover. The big fella handing out stiff arms, carrying tacklers with him. Finally brought down after a nice gain, and then down by the goal line. Who else but Hoover, Jay Prince?
Cleaning up.
Central Noble ties the game. They go on to win this one in overtime. A good one, 35-34, your final.
We stay in that small division now. We make our way over to Turtletown. Chirubusco hosting Prairie Heights, and those Busco cheerleaders doing a lot of push-ups this evening. Pick this one up second quarter. Nick Nondorf goes for a first down on the screen pass. That sets up this short touchdown run by Wyatt Marks. Eagles take a 35-0 lead at this point.
I'm not kidding. I don't think I could do 35 push-ups consecutively.
It'd be tough.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be tough right now.
It'd be a test.
They still weren't done scoring, though.
Yeah, it's
still in the second quarter.
Poor cheerleaders.
Busco putting it in the air. Brayton Gordon makes the grab. There's nothing but green grass in front of him. Busco rolls 42-0 your final. And elsewhere in the NECC, Fairfield all over West Noble tonight. Tough season for West Noble so far. 41-7 Falcons, your winners.
Hey, those Falcons pretty darn good this year, Prince. Our final stop comes up at Northridge. Bart Curtis and the Warsaw Tigers paying the guys in green a visit. First quarter, you're going to see Aaron Green pitching to Patrick Zollinger. He's in on the 7-yard touchdown run. It is 7-0 Warsaw. But Northridge able to answer. Second quarter, it's still 7-0 when Dom Crowder finds his way in from 3 yards out. 7-7, that ties the game, but it's Warsaw Prince going on to win this one 27-14 on the road. Coach Curtis and company continue to keep it rolling.
They absolutely do. Elsewhere tonight in the NLC, Northwood all over Wawasee this evening, 39-0, your final there.
Southwood 35, Wabash nothing. Knights keep that regular season win streak alive. Northfield all over Manchester, 55-18.
Couple other TRC stops for you. Tippecanoe Valley winners over Rochester, 54-0. I think their last 2 games, they put up almost 115 points and not allowed a single one. Good win for Tippy Valley. And Whitco, good win for Phil Jensen and company, 53-24 over North Miami.
All right, Prince, your play of the night takes us back to Zoner Stadium. I said earlier, look, a little bit of a sidearm.
I like it.
I said earlier, Brandon Davis from Concordia got a little bit of Phillip Rivers going on there, future Hall of Fame quarterback. Tyler Grossman able to haul in the tipped ball in the end zone for the score. Concordia wins 20-6. They pitch a second-half shutout, and that defense for Tim Manigault.
That defense is good.
Continues to impress.
That defense is really good.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, the SAC is tough for those guys, but man, when they get into to sectionals and regional play, it's going to be fun to watch those Cadets this year.
Yeah, I was on the radio with Brett Rump earlier, and I listed Concordia as one of my 3 teams that I think has a legitimate chance to make it down to Lucas Oil Stadium. So, looking forward to seeing what how they compete with some of the big boys in the SAC moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.